Hello, this is Jules, and welcome to my DiverseAthon final update. It ended yesterday night at midnight, so last night, and I'm going to show you guys how I did on this DiverseAthon. And they're actually right in front of me, so makes it easy. This book is Chain to Chains by William J. Farrer. I actually tried to read this, and I couldn't even get past the first page because the way it's set up, it's kind of more like that and just like information kind of blah 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 type of thing is how I felt. So if it comes to political stuff, if it's like detailed, but if it was detailed, it's detailed good, I should say. If it was like more I'm not sure how to put it, but I just couldn't get into it. So I like some historical stuff, it's just this one it just wasn't happening. So, but I did try. The next book I have is Italy by Barbara Angelo. I did finish this one. I did read this one. I enjoyed this one. I gave this, I believe, 5 stars, even though it's less than 100 pages, but there is so much history packed into this book. This book was published a long time ago, but there is so much history in this book. I really enjoyed this book. I learned a lot about Italy. Some of the things I learned about that they had, give me a minute, they're famous for like dry cured ham, and they made their own pasta into different shapes and forms like we still do today, and the traffic was always packed like that. A lot. So a lot of people, I don't know if you can see the people, but a lot of people rode the little motorbikes to get through the cars. This is actually a road on water, which to me that's a nice idea, but also scary at the same time because you're traveling on water. So yeah, basically like a road bridge. So a lot closer to the water than an actual bridge. The bridge are like built high. And they also talked about at one point some places were made rich, had a lot of stuff that was furniture richly, like gold and stuff. I'm trying to think what else I can tell you guys. Oh yeah, this is where that leaning tower is. You can see it way back here. That's like the popular tower. It's called the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And it's at the rear. It's the most famous of the group of buildings that includes Pisa's cathedral and baptistry, all in the rich Pisan style of art culture. So very cool. Sorry about my lighting. Not the best lighting. So that was what I learned about Italy, some of the things, but there's much more in this for a less than 100-page book. So the next book I have is Japan by Richard Walker. This is a beautiful cover, first of all, and I learned a lot also in this one. Kimonos are, I knew what they basically the geishas wear on special occasions. They're like this, and they're two kinds. This one is a younger woman because she's wearing really floral type, and she's unmarried. And married women wear the plain ones. So, and they usually wear them on special occasions or special events. And nowadays they wear them for other things as well nowadays. They also have festivals throughout the year. They have, I believe, 25 festivals, if I'm not mistaken. Because they mention all those as well, I believe, in here. I'm not sure, I don't remember. Also, another thing I learned, let me find it. Japanese is also very popular in taking photographs all the time. And plus the apartments are really close because there's so like many people, and apartments are really tiny. And this is a more in the country style, and they sleep on the floor. Nowadays they have televisions, they're gotten more modernized, so nowadays they probably, a lot of them sleep in normal beds now instead of on the floor. And they don't wear shoes in their house, because they have these mat type of special like kind of mats in their house that it would ruin it, so I'm presuming. And yeah, and also there's a cherry blossom season. They do a festival during that, which was really cool to find out. So, and I learned about so much else in here. I learned about the wars they had and everything. Oh, and the hot springs. This is one where they don't bathe in for treatment, but this is one of the hot springs. And then over here, some landscape. So, yeah. So that's Japan, and I gave this 5 stars. And so, yeah. So that's 2 I managed to finish. The next one is China by Philip Steele. And yeah, this one's the kind of chewed up one. Like I said, I think a dog got to it when someone borrowed it. Most likely. In this one I learned a lot that China had a lot of emperors back in the 80th century all the way up until like 1800s. Nowadays they still have emperors, but they're not as top important anymore, but they're still important, if that makes sense. And I also learned that a lot of the time for their transportation is bikes. So very popular with the bikes. They have cars, but you see a lot of bicycles in China. I learned about the rice planting process, and they plant them more, and then they actually, I think, dry it out, if I remember correctly, to cultivate, to like cultivate is like to plant it, I believe, and then dry it out to harvest it. They do have more signs of modern stuff you can buy for food, like Coca-Cola and all that type of thing. And sorry if it's getting kind of loud. Our maintenance man is cutting grass, so. But anyways, that's what I learned about China, and yeah. And I gave this 5 stars as well, because so much information packed in such a small book. So that's 3 books I managed to read. The next one is America by DiverseAthon. I don't know if I said that right. And this is pretty, but this book intrigued me, but it also scared me because of it says on the bottom, imagine a world without her, and yeah, makes you really think. And whatever I said last time is pretty much where I'm still at in this book. I never actually started this one. So I'm still planning on reading this one, at least try to read it. Going into this week or next week, I'm going to still at least try to read this one. So yeah, I didn't get to. So, and then my last book I had for this DiverseAthon is Ireland, Photographic Tour by Carol M. Highsmith and Ted Landfair. Oh, there we go. This book I am still currently reading at this time, so I did not finish it as of course, but I managed to get to page, give me a second, I think it's page 13. Yes, page 13. And as you tell, the first few pages, the first 20-some pages are quite long. Kind of long, not really. And then the rest are mostly little paragraphs. So this is a really beautiful book. Like I showed in my last video, I can show you guys a few more pictures. Give me a minute. There's some nice pictures. Let's see what else. So, alright, nice book. It is really beautiful. Ireland's a beautiful place to visit. I definitely want to visit Ireland at some point. One day. Yeah, some water. So that's a few pictures to show you. My finger's stuck in the book. But I really enjoyed this book, even though I'm only in 13 pages in, but I really enjoyed this book. So I'll probably finish it today sometime, or at least this week. So, but that's pretty much my last book. So pretty much I'm currently reading one. I'm still planning on reading another one, and then these three I finished. So, and then I didn't finish and DNF'd. So pretty much, let me grab all these books together, and so that's my books. The one I DNF'd, the three I read, the other two I still plan to read. So I managed to do pretty much read about half. Pretty much half of the books I chose, and I'm actually proud of that. And I would have finished the Ireland, but I had another book I'm having to read because I want to read, and it's literally due back this Thursday, and it's a book that's like this thick. It's like 645 pages. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But that's it for this DiverseAthon video update and final. How'd you guys do on the DiverseAthon this week? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.